Welcome to the Hararian Network, where we're connecting people through networking. And in the last video, I talked about how to make an Ubuntu VM using Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager, pardon me. So, for today's video, what I'm going to actually show is how to utilize a feature known as Snapshots, VM Snapshots, and the purpose of it. And I've talked about it when we were trying to install the Ubuntu VM, right? I briefly described what's a snapshot, and we're going to see it in action right now. So let's get right into it. So let's start up this VM right here. All right. So now I'm going to sign in. All right. Now once we're in, we're going to implement a snapshot. So the whole purpose of a snapshot, in the last video I explained it, I'll just mention it again. So it's basically you take a snap, like the terms mentioned, snapshot. You take a picture of like the VM state, let's say in that point in time, and it's useful in the case of if you want to implement an upgrade, right? And let's say if the upgrade fails or your VM starts acting weird because of an upgrade, you can revert back to the snapshot that you made in that point of time and bring up your virtual machine in that point of time pretty much. Or let's say that you had some files and maybe it's got accidentally deleted, but you had a snapshot of the VM which had those files and all that stuff. So basically, let's say if that happens, you can revert back to that specific snapshot when you had those files to basically bring your VM back up during the time when you had the files after you lost them. So like there's so many cases like you could basically mention and implement a snapshot. It's very useful. But do not confuse a snapshot with backing up. You still need to have backups in your environment. If you're in a company, you're going to have backups, but you just have snapshots for a short amount of time of like restoration, you can say. It's very short, it's temporary. And usually you want to delete your snapshots because it takes up memory, it takes up storage. And you do not want to take up too much of that. And it'll actually slow down the performance of VMs when you have too many of them too, actually. So there's some downsides to it, but the whole point is that you'd use it for like a quick instant moment. So let's just say that we're going to start this up. And when we start this up, we're going to do a notepad, And let's see. Or we just create a text file. Let's just do that. So I'm going to open up my folder, the files folder here. I could actually open it from here. Let's see if it's coming up. Yep, there it is. Okay, so let's see here. Or what I can do is I can go into terminal and just make a file, right? I'm going to call it test.txt. This is a Linux command that you can use. Well, first let's just make sure which directory we're in. So home, I'm in the home directory, that's fine. So if I do ls to see the listing, like I showed you in the last video, it'll show you the same thing as here, right? So that's where I want it, that's good. Now, the command I'm going to do is this, so touch and then test.txt, all right? So now if I go into the files, I made my text file right here, and I'm just going to say, hello, this is a test, all right? And I'm going to save that. Okay, so now where we're going to have to go is right here, take snapshot. And let's call this test snapshot, right? So in the description, we have a test text file. Cool. Say OK. And now it's going to take the snapshot. And then after doing that, now we have a snapshot. And there should be a way we can see it too, actually. Let's see. If we go to settings, or maybe if we open up, oh well, yeah, see there's a test snapshot here. Oh yeah, you can see your snapshots through here. Yep, there you go, right? So now let's go back to the VM, and let's say that somebody deletes this, right? And maybe they accidentally did it. Cool. And let's say that the trash too, it's gone. Let's just remove it from here too. Delete it from trash. So yes, now it's permanently lost, okay? And let's say later on you thought, shoot, why did I delete it? I need it. Or someone else deleted it and you never knew. And they removed it from the trash as well too. And they specified that to you and they made a mistake, right? Well, now let's actually test this VM, all right? Let's see if we can so let's see if we have to shut this down. Let's say we shut down the machine, right? Let's go here, or let's go here actually, it's okay. So there. So now this should go down. And we saw that the file's not there. So now we're going to revert to that previous point in time, the snapshot that I made. And when we bring it up, we should be able to see this computer with the file. All right. So just give it a moment. All right, so now that has been powered off, right? And now we're going to do a restore. So we're going to restore this snapshot. You can create a snapshot of the current state of the virtual machine, checking the box below. If you do not do this, the current state will be permanently lost. Do you wish to proceed? So now let's see here. Now, well, we can see right here, it restored the virtual machine, and look, we have the test.txt. So, and we're also able to see that the file that we wrote into it, hello, this is a test, is there. But this is the whole point I wanted to bring up to you about making the snapshot. After making the snapshot, let's say you lose the file or the things that was within the snapshot, you can restore back to that previous snapshot, revert, and basically from there, you're able to see that it comes up live VM where I took the snapshot, and everything is back to the way it is. And that's all there is for today. And I hope you found something insightful regarding snapshots and VMs. And it's different regarding doing it for like in vCenter and VMware. Also, it's a little different, but still the same concepts with doing it for Workstation Player or Fusion Player on VMware as well too. So that's all I wanted to tell you for today. And for anybody that's been liking, commenting, subscribing to my video, and sharing, I appreciate it. And until next time, take care.